What is going on, my friends? My name is Joe, and welcome back for episode 26 of the Town Hall 12 free-to-play series. Now, in the last video, we stayed up literally all night to post that video for you guys, my, and within moments after the maintenance break was complete, I knocked out the last Town Hall 13 challenge. I was just happy to be done with it and go to bed. Now, I was reading the comments on that video, and a lot of players are saying that they knocked it out with Warden walks and swag spells and all kinds of stuff, and I was like, wow, well done, guys, well done. And I thought about doing the same thing myself, and then I looked at the completion of it, and we only got like 13 gems, and we got like 1 resource potion, and I was just like, not worth it, man. Bragging rights, I really don't brag, so I don't really care to brag, and it's just like, good, you know, good for you, man, good for you. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna sit here and keep doing this thing for basically nothing. Now, if there was like a hero book or something, I would be on top of it, not gonna lie about that. I would be like, I'll ward and walk all day long for a book of heroes. But we're gonna talk about Hammer Jam today, okay? So we've had a lot of players asking, where is the most value for Hammer Jam? And when we look at these two events and we base these events off of all the stuff that they've been posting on social media with all the little Easter eggs and all the little fun stuff that they're posting, it's kind of obvious at this point that we're gonna see a new Town Hall level very, very soon in the next update. So I'm gonna probably speculate a little bit here and say after Clan War Leagues, we're gonna probably see the next Town Hall level introduced, but there's really no telling. We'll see what happens when it's gonna be released in the game. I'm just basing it off of past trends and stuff like that. Speaking of past trends, whenever they add a new Town Hall level, we normally see a lot of price reductions across the game. So with Hammer Jam being back, we got take full advantage of 50% home village building cost reduction. Cost reduction only, not time reduction. So here at Town Hall 12, most of our upgrades cost us about 14 days to upgrade, right? So we got this Inferno Tower. And so the Inferno Tower normally costs 11 million gold to upgrade for 14 days. Well, right here it's saying that it costs us 5.5 million gold for the next 14 days. That's still 14 days. Now, Hammer Jam is only available for what? 10 days and 15 hours according to this right here. So we only get 10 days at 50% reduction, and most of our upgrades take 14 days to complete. So even though we have a lot of price reductions on a lot of our defenses, right here the Expo is 6 million, normally 12 million gold to upgrade. It takes 14 days. The same thing applies to our hidden Teslas. Those are reduced price, but still 14 days. So when we look at the overall value, where can we get the most value out of 50% off? Your walls. I know. A lot of you guys are like, what? Absolutely not. No way I'm doing walls. But realistically, when you think about where can you get the most and where you can grind it out without waiting days for an upgrade, your walls would be the best option. And let me show you an example of this. So on my account, we got 254 pieces of wall that need to be upgraded at level 12 to level 13, right? So when we take into consideration that we can use both gold and elixir to upgrade our walls, we're still talking about a price when it's normally 5 million each. We're still talking about 1.3 billion resources to upgrade those walls free to play. Wow, that's a lot, right? 1.3 billion. I don't know about you guys, but it would take us literally forever to get that done unless we were just amped up on a lot of NOS or something and we just grinded it out for days on end and got our walls done. So right now, with the reduced price of 50% off, that 1.3 billion resources is now reduced down to 635 million resources, right? 635 million opposed to 1.3 billion. That's a pretty good reduction of prices. Now, when we take into consideration how long it would take us to fill that up, if we look at our storages, let's go ahead and bounce out of here, and our storages can hold 14 million each. And so we got 14 million gold and 14 million elixir. Combined, that's 28 million resources. resources. So if we take into consideration 28 million resources, we would have to fill up our storages 23 times. I know, right? 23 times in order to finish our walls. So realistically, I'm not going to say that we're going to be able to finish our walls, but we're definitely going to be able to, do a pretty good amount. I'll put it like that, a pretty good amount. So let's go ahead and activate our boost that was canceled, or actually paused, during the maintenance break the other morning. So we still got 32 minutes left on our boost, and we're going to resume that for the next 32 minutes. And let's go out and see what the loot is looking like right now. So here's a question for you. How many of you guys out there are having a hard time finding resources right now? I know, man. It happens every single time there is a situation, a special event, or the possibility of an update happening. Players go wild and they come rushing back into the game, and they're stealing up all of our resources every single time, guys. So for those of you that don't normally watch me, we did work our way down all the way into Bronze League, and we were trying to see what the loot situation was down there, and it was a bit of a trap, guys. I was losing out on resources left and right, but you can see that I've worked my way back up into Gold League, and we started to regain some of the resources that we lost down in Bronze League. So just a forewarning for you out there, if you do not play the game a lot, don't go to Bronze League, because that's where all the farmers hang out, and they will raid you and steal your resources super duper quick. Now back on the topic of loot, when it comes to how the loot situation will be in the future, believe it or not, every single time we see a new update, we'll always see a reduction in available resources. The dead bases seem to just disappear because all these players come back into the game, they're super duper excited, and they want to work on their villages. Now that won't last forever. Obviously they will take breaks and go away for a little while, but it always happens. Just get used to it. It will work itself out in time, believe it or not. So for those of you that never stop playing, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so this queen is working on a couple of buildings. We need to get some clearance of buildings here, that way the queen turns in. She's taking on 2 expos at the same time, so we're definitely going to need to use a rage spell, and we're going to try to help her out just a little bit. Let's bring in a battle blimp. Now we're using the super wizards, and I know that not everybody out there believes in the use of the super troops. Speaking of that, I did run a poll the other day, and there was a lot of players that, I think it was like 15,000 votes, and there was around what was it, 30% of viewers said that they do not use super troops. And I was like, wow, that is a massive number of players that refuse to use super troops. Now they all had various reasons why they don't believe in using them, but if you're trying to work on your walls during this 50% reduced price, the best option would be the use of the sneaky goblin. I'm going to throw that out there. I mean, you can take it or leave it however you see fit, but believe it or not, the best option would be your sneaky goblin farming, like those players down in Bronze League were doing. All right, so this queen's working her way through. We're going to drop a jump spell for her so she can take on these additional defenses, and we're going to link in some baby dragons with the warden. Speaking of the warden, we can do an upgrade after this. Oh man, we gotta use that queen's ability. She's taking a beating over there. Higher level defenses on a level 58 queen. She's just not fully maxed out yet. Here comes our baby dragons. They're flanking in. Let's go ahead and freeze this expo and that air defense. Maybe the queen might take the jump and go back in the other way. Maybe that IQ might increase for a few seconds. We don't even really know. Let's go ahead and freeze that air defense again. And looks like our baby dragons are taking a beating. We're gonna have to use our warden's ability to protect them a little bit longer. Queen's gonna take out the air defense, and then she's gonna retake the jump. Well done, queen. That's a first. Well done. Let's go ahead and double up some wizards right there to take down that warden. Maybe no, he's gonna pop them off. It didn't work. It didn't matter. And I think the queen's gonna play wall breaker now. So let's go ahead and get rid of this poison spell, and we're gonna reset the army. I think we will get a bulk of the resources off this village, and that way we can go out and do our warden upgrade again to level 27. I mean, we still got a ways to go before he's ever maxed at level 40 for Town Hall 12, but we're working on it. We're trying to get there. It's just all these different options when it comes to the talks of updates and 50% reduction of prices, and then clan war leagues being stacked right on top of it. We can't really do hero upgrades. I mean, even though 50% reduction doesn't even apply to the heroes, I wish it did though. That would be really cool. All right, so let's go ahead and upgrade our warden to level 27. We did have a book of heroes from, actually we got a boost. Is that boost about to end? Is it going to end soon? in the next 22 minutes. Oh man. All right. Oh well, we'll just have to go without the Warden for the rest of the video. Either way, let's go ahead and use the Book of Heroes, get him to level 27, and now we're down to 2.8 million elixir. Do we have an army trained up? No, we don't, but we're going to retrain the next army, and we're also going to do a few pieces of wall just to kind of back up the situation of the 2.5 million resources to upgrade walls. That is really cheap. Well, we finally found a base that even remotely looked like something that we would find in Masters League. Check this out. 1.1 million gold, 1.2 million elixir, and this is old Philip down here in Gold League. So we're gonna definitely steal this guy's resources. I gotta have all of it, right? So we're gonna start out by trying to eliminate the Eagle Artillery. So let's do this. So where's his air sweeper? He's got an air sweeper there and an air sweeper there. So let's go ahead and get rid of the air sweeper first. Let's get rid of that with our Queen Walk. So we're gonna do Queen, healers, and we're gonna drop Baby Dragon. Now, once I'm done with this video, I'm gonna unlock my sneaky goblins at the end of the video, and we're probably gonna use some sneaky goblin action in the live stream later on tonight. So make sure that you're there if you want to watch me do some hardcore wall farming in that live stream. Plus, we might do some other stuff on other accounts. We always have the option to play our other accounts if we don't have something going on with this account. Let's go ahead and open up the wall right there to send the queen into the back of that air sweeper. Let's drop a Baby Dragon over here to help her out, and we're going to use a rage spell on this queen. Let me go ahead and relocate this high iPad. It slid over to the right on me for some reason, and the queen's going to take on that clan castle. She's going to eliminate that air sweeper, and let's go ahead and drop our battle blimp and work it into this area right here. Actually, we're going to send it right there in the center. Let's do right here. Let's drop it, and the queen's working. Let's drop a raise spell, get ready with our invisibility spell, drop it on our super wizards, and can they take out the single target? Yes, they will. Outstanding. All right, queen's working on the outside of the village, so let's bring our king in from this side, drop some baby dragons around the village to help out a little bit, and this base will just fall apart because of how weak it is. This is a rush base, of course, so we're going to drop our archer down there. Let's go ahead and use our new Grand Warden level and release the rest of our baby dragons. Remember, we're going to be training up sneaky goblins after this. I think we got one more of these armies trained up just in case, but we're going to go ahead and transition into some sneaky goblins and start stealing some resources. I want to see how many times I can fill my resources up out of those 23 times that we had to do that we saw in the beginning example, right? I mean, that's crazy. So I think that's going to be it for today, guys. We're at 4.4 million gold. I think we'll just go ahead and do one more piece of wall at a very reduced price of 2.5 million gold. I love it. So 3 pieces of wall in just this one episode. And then we're going to go ahead and jump over here and we're going to unlock the sneaky goblin. We'll do that for 25 million dark elixir since we're not doing any hero upgrades. We got that army training up. Let's go ahead and dump these spells that we didn't need. And then we're going to go ahead and do this right here with a sneaky goblin farming army, train that up, and we're gonna get cracking on some walls over the next couple of days while the Hammer Jam event is available. If you are if you are working on your walls, drop it down in the comments below and let me know how many pieces of wall you knocked out, and I will definitely shout you out if you finished up all of your walls. At least tag me on social media if you did max out all of your walls really fast at Town Hall 12, because the lower levels, I mean, you know, they're really cheap down there, guys. You know what I'm saying? Town Hall 12, if you max out your walls, tag me over on social media and let me know, because I will definitely shout you out and congratulate you. And that is going to finish us up for today. If you enjoyed today's content, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you have not done so already, and if you like watching us quite regularly, turn on those notifications. If you need any additional video support, or you would like to see the very beginning of this series right here, click one of those links over there, and we will see you in the next one, guys. Take care.